Aislin stared at the lady, grinning at them. Trial by combat. They couldn't win it. Sami was wounded. She might get hurt. Or even... She shook her head. They'd have to leave. Return to the south. She glanced at the young woman who had proposed that the gods decide their fate. She assumed it must be the lady's daughter. It didn't seem like she had expected this when she suggested it, because she was staring at her mother in surprise. Now come, you'll choose your champion, the lady said. She gestured for the girl and they left. Aislin stared down at the table. So that was it. They would have to return. Breck stood up. I'm sorry, he said. Aislin nodded silently, and he gestured for them, and they followed him out. The lady had already gathered some distance away, and Breck walked over to them. Aislin glanced at Sami as they followed him, but she only walked silently next to her. The lady had already constructed a makeshift ring of rocks as they arrived, and by her side stood a huge warrior. Aislin shivered. Was that her champion? They wouldn't stand a chance, even if Sami had been healthy. She turned to Sami and whispered, We'll leave. I'll tell her. We'll find a way. Sami shook her head. No, I'll do it. No, you're still wounded. It's our only chance, Sami persisted. Aislin shook her head. No, you'll... Aislin glanced at the lady. She was watching them bicker, smirking. This is what she hoped for. She had no intention of letting them pass, so she'd given them a task she knew they couldn't fulfill. The great warrior stepped inside the ring. Who will be your champion? The lady smirked, glancing between them. Aislin turned back to Sami. You can't. You'll... She glanced at Eru. The girl stood glaring at the lady, and Aislin didn't want to finish the sentence, in case she would overhear them. I have to. It's our only chance. Aislin sighed, and at that moment, she saw Eru draw her knife and step into the ring. No! It was too late, and the whole group fell silent. The lady's face dropped, and the warrior glanced at her, confused. This will be your champion? He asked. The lady stared at the girl standing with a knife in her hand, glaring fiercely at the huge man. Aislin knew that once you stepped into the ring, it was up to the gods to decide your fate. What had the girl done? She stared at the lady, who wouldn't take her eyes from the girl. After a long silence, she sighed, seemingly disappointed. Bjorn, surrender to her, she ordered.